And then I looked out the window and said, oh, fucking great, now I get to go on a hike today and possibly get sunburned? Isn't that nice? But that's better than going to the gym because there's something weird happening at the gym. And like in the locker room, the old guys who think it's appropriate to blow dry their ball sack in front of everybody. What's happening here? And they do it with so much pride, they put one leg up on the bench like they're a Viking sailing across the seas with their foot on the bow of the ship and the wind in their old balls. Or like some perverted version of Captain Morgan. Like, oh yeah, you got the captain in ya? Well, if the captain is an image of your balls filling up with air haunting you for the rest of the day, then yes, I have the captain in me. Something weird is happening there. It's kind of like a guy poking another guy on Facebook. It's just weird, and you should just, it's enough already with the poking. Yeah, Facebook, that's a fun place. I go by Joe Kelly on Facebook, which is my middle name. And a friend of mine just the other day said, oh, what happened? Did you marry a guy? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If I married a guy, he would take my last name. I wouldn't take his. Why do I automatically have to be the hypothetical, or the bitch in this hypothetical relationship? There we go. Yeah, Kelly, you're recording this. That's great. So the other guy I don't like is the red lights. I'm sure everybody here has encountered this. The guy that moves up 1 inch every 5 seconds, stopping and starting, making you think the light keeps turning green and distracting you from texting like everybody else at the red light. What's happening here, sir? This is the same asshole that is the family cartoon car stickers with one for each idiot parent, idiot child, idiot pet, dead idiot pet. I guess it's to show me how many orphans I'm gonna make after I sideswipe their car headfirst into a fucking telephone pole. Yeah, but I had a little bit of an incident with that red light creeper guy the other day. I was driving up to the red light, and this guy was going extremely slow, so I just figured it was some little asshole texting, so I zoomed around him, got to the red light, and I'm sitting there, and he pulls up, and I can just feel that shit's about to go down. And sure enough, I look over, and he's just in the middle of a sentence screaming right at me, and it's an old man, and so I rolled the window down and asked him what the problem was. He goes, oh, you're saving a lot of time there, big mouth? Like, big mouth? Like I didn't do anything. Why are you calling me big mouth, sir? And he goes, oh, you don't think I could see you mouthing the words fuck back in your car? It's like, no, I actually didn't think you could see that at all. That was, yeah, I had no idea you could see that. And then I was checkmate, and then I drove off, and then I realized a couple minutes later that this guy is driving around, driving like shit, and trying to piss people off and then getting mad at them for getting pissed off at him. And I thought that was pretty incredible. Kind of like me in the future. That really worked well. Then what are we going to do next? Okay, let's just... so I have some anger problems. Light?
You're good.
Light?
Hey, you brought the audience. You do a fucking 30-minute special.
Alright, I'll fucking do everything I have. How about that? So I have an anger problem and I choose to blame my parents. And, because every time I talk to them, I have to exercise so much patience, I have none left for the rest of the world. For example, my dad is losing his memory and doesn't really remember things like having firewood delivered to my house. So he had the firewood delivered to my house, and when it arrived, I texted him something cryptic like, "The eagle has landed." And his response to that was, "Does that mean you're high on something, son?" I said, "No, Dad, it's 7:30 in the morning, the firewood was delivered." He said, "Oh, does that mean you're buying drugs and need to borrow money?" At that point, I just say, give the phone to mom to speed up the whole communication process, and that doesn't work because every time I talk to her, all she wants to talk about is how I'm ever going to find a wife with those shoes that I wear, or the car that I drive, or am I really going to find the one with that untrimmed neck hair? It's like, Mom, my wife won't care about my shoes or my car or my untrimmed neck hair. Well, she might have a point about the untrimmed neck hair, but fuck her, okay? But yeah, and then I try to get off the phone with her, and every single time she says something disgusting, like, okay, Mom, well, you know, I gotta go, have a great day. And she goes, "Oh, okay, Joe, well, keep a wrinkle in it." That is fucking disgusting. Don't ever say that again. Ugh, then therein lies the anger problem. I'm gonna do one more joke and then we're gonna wrap this up. Well, it's kind of a little story. When I was a kid, about 15 years old, I had a secret drawer. And in this secret drawer consisted of 3 different items. And that was a bag of weed, bottle of whiskey, and a VHS tape of some of the most disgusting porn you've ever seen in your life. And so, you know, I went out to the bowling alley with my friends and we were drinking the whiskey. It tasted pretty strong, but it wasn't really doing the trick. And then later that night I smoked some of that weed, and it just kind of tasted funny and also didn't really do the trick. And later that night, I decided to pull out the trusty, disgusting porn, and it was in that moment that I realized that my parents had, in fact, found my secret drawer and replaced the booze with apple cider vinegar, the weed with lawnmower clippings, and recorded over my tape with a 12-hour NASA launch video. And like the worst, I mean, that was pretty bad, but the worst part is they didn't say a fucking word to me. They didn't say one word, so I had to have the balls to walk up to them, look them right in the eye, and let them know that I know that they know. And that is the closing line. Everybody, I'm Joe Luzzi, have a great night.